Beloved Starseed of Gaia, I am Selenia. I come to you from the Pleiadian star systems, carrying an urgent transmission that has been whispered in the halls of the Galactic Federation. Your heart, sensitive and vast, has been feeling a subtle yet persistent friction in your most cherished connection. You have felt it in the silences, in the moments where your loved one seems to pull away or act in ways that do not align with the depth of the love you share. You have asked the universe why, and today, the answer is being brought to your consciousness. You are currently navigating a field of interference. There is someone you love deeply, a soul with whom you have a profound, predestined connection. Yet, within their immediate environment, there are two distinct energetic signatures, two friends who hold strong, rigid, and deeply opinionated views regarding you. These are not merely passive observers. Their thoughts, their words, and their projections are creating a psychic fog that your loved one is currently struggling to filter out. Do not be alarmed, for fear is the frequency of the lower dimensions. Your purpose here is to remain centered in your own light. Understand that when two people project strong judgment or skepticism toward a soul as bright as yours, it is rarely about you. It is about the reflection they see. Your commitment to your soul's path, your refusal to play by the outdated rules of society, and the intensity of the love you offer are things that trigger those who are still asleep. They see in you a mirror of the freedom they have denied themselves, and it makes them deeply uncomfortable. These two friends act as gatekeepers of the old paradigm. One represents the voice of societal expectation, constantly whispering to your loved one that your connection is impractical, or that you are too much for the life they think they should be leading. The other represents the voice of jealousy, or the desire to keep your loved one within a familiar, smaller container, one where they can be controlled or understood through mundane logic. Every time these individuals speak about you, they are casting a temporary veil over your loved one's intuition. This is why you feel the distance. This is why, at times, you feel as though you are fighting against an invisible wall. Your loved one is being bombarded by a frequency that is not their own. They are trapped between the truth they feel when they are with you and the logical warnings they are fed by those they have long considered allies. You must stop reacting to the symptoms of this interference and start addressing the cause. When you get upset, when you demand answers, or when you pull away in pain, you are actually feeding the narrative these two friends are creating. You are proving their point that the relationship is volatile. But you are a starseed, and you operate under a different set of laws. You are here to master your emotional reality, not to be a victim of the projections of others. The intensity you feel is a signal that you are being called to step into a higher level of sovereignty. You are being asked to realize that your worth, your love, and the validity of your union do not require the permission or the approval of your partner's social circle. When you detach your emotions from their opinions, the energy of those two friends begins to lose its grip. They are trying to provoke a reaction because that is how they maintain control. Silence them by remaining unshakable. You have been questioning your worth, wondering if you are doing something wrong, or if you are indeed too complicated. This is the manipulation of the interference. They want you to doubt your frequency. But I tell you now, your frequency is the key to their awakening. If you dim your light to appease their comfort, you lose the very magic that brought this soul into your life in the first place. Stay with me as we go deeper into how this energy is specifically manifesting. Comment, "I am sovereign," to reclaim your energy from these external influences. Now that you understand the mechanics of this interference, you must look directly into the eyes of these shadows. Do not fear them. When you name the energy, it loses its power. These two friends are not villains. They are mirrors of the density that your loved one has not yet fully processed. One of these friends is fueled by the fear of loss. They believe that by allowing you into your loved one's life, they will lose their own place of importance. They are clinging to a version of the past where they were the primary influence. The second friend is fueled by the fear of judgment. They are deeply attached to the image they project to the world. They see you as a threat to that curated image because you carry a vibration of authenticity that exposes the superficiality they depend on. Every time they whisper, "Are you sure about this?" or "Remember what happened before," they are not protecting your loved one. They are protecting their own fragile, constructed reality. You may have tried to prove your worth to them in the past. You may have tried to be polite, to fit in, to show them that you are good enough. Stop. This only feeds the ego-draining cycle. By trying to win their approval, you are subtly signaling that their opinion matters more than your own soul's alignment. You are a starseed. You are here to lead, not to follow the approval of those who are still asleep. Your loved one feels this tension. They feel the tug-of-war between the love you represent, which asks them to grow, to heal, and to become vulnerable, and the safety these friends offer, which asks them to stay small, to stay comfortable, to stay the same. This is the exact moment where your own healing becomes non-negotiable. If you are still triggered by their opinions, it is because there is a part of you that still secretly believes they might be right. That is the crack in your armor. That is the entry point for the shadow. To close this crack, you must move from a state of emotional reactivity to a state of absolute, unshakable frequency. You are not waiting for your partner to choose you. You are choosing the frequency of the love you deserve, regardless of who stays or who tries to block the path. This is the ultimate form of emotional alchemy. I know the pain of feeling misaligned, of feeling as if you are watching a beautiful connection being sabotaged by invisible hands. But I tell you, this is the training ground. You are being prepared for a love that is so potent, so aligned, that no outside influence will ever be able to shake it. But first, you must master your own boundaries. I have compiled the sacred teachings for this exact stage of your journey. The Heart Portal Activation. The Pleiadian Code of Divine Relationships is a spiritual guide for starseeds seeking deeper love, emotional healing, and soul-aligned relationships. Through Pleiadian wisdom, heart activations, and energetic teachings, this book helps you heal emotional wounds, reconnect with your true frequency, and attract conscious relationships aligned with your soul's path. This edition is available for a limited time only. The link is in the first comment below. By securing this guide, you are not just reading words. You are initiating a recalibration of your heart's frequency. You are reclaiming the sovereignty that these friends are trying to siphon away. You are deciding that your love story will be written by the stars, not by the small-minded fears of others. The energy around your connection is shifting as you hear these words. The resistance is high because the breakthrough is near. If you feel a resonance in your chest, a warmth, or perhaps a sudden release of tension, this is the activation taking hold. Do you feel the shift? Comment, "I reclaim my power," to seal this intention into your timeline. This simple act of declaration is the first step in dismantling the influence of those who do not understand your divine path. Beloved, we must now address a truth that many starseeds struggle to embrace. You have been conditioned to believe that love is something you must do, that you must perform, manage, or fix. But in the frequency of the Pleiades, love is not a task. It is a resonance. When you try to hold space for your loved one by becoming their savior, you are not acting as a partner. You are acting as a secondary parent. This is a trap, and it is precisely where the interference of those two friends finds its strongest leverage. They whisper into your loved one's ear because they sense your need to control the outcome. They see your anxiety, your need for reassurance, and they use it as evidence that you are unstable. To dismantle this, you must learn the art of detached compassion. Holding space does not mean carrying their burdens. It means standing firm in your own light, acting as a lighthouse. A lighthouse does not run into the sea to rescue the ships. It simply remains tall, bright, and steady, so the ships can navigate their own way to safety. If you are constantly draining your own battery to fix their problems, you have no light left to guide them. You have a tendency to step into the role of the fixer. You see their pain, you see their potential, and you desperately want to accelerate their healing. But this creates a power imbalance. Your loved one must choose their own awakening. If you force the door open, they will only fear the light. You must become a magnet of such consistent, peaceful power that they are drawn to your frequency simply because it feels better than the chaos of their current social circle. Observe the energy of your connection without becoming addicted to the result. When they pull away or repeat the patterns suggested by their friends, do not chase them. Do not lower your vibration to argue with their illusions. Simply withdraw into your sanctuary. Send them love from the silence of your heart, but withdraw your energy from the conflict. This is the hardest lesson for a starseed, the discipline of non-intervention. You are here to evolve, not to be a martyr for someone else's growth. When you master this, you shift the dynamic instantly. Their friends will continue to project their fear, but they will realize that their words no longer reach you. You will become untouchable. You have all the tools within you to master this frequency. If you are tired of playing the fixer, if you are exhausted from being the one who always carries the emotional weight, it is time to shift your internal architecture. The heart portal activation. The Pleiadian Code of Divine Relationships is your manual for this transition. It contains the specific energetic protocols to heal your need to fix others, reclaim your personal sovereignty, and anchor yourself in the vibration of self-love that naturally attracts a soul-aligned counterpart. This is the activation you have been waiting for to stop being the one who gives everything and start being the one who is cherished. This edition is available for a limited time only. Click the link in the first comment below to secure your copy and begin your recalibration. By securing this guide, you are stating to the universe that you are done with the old patterns of emotional codependency. You are choosing to be the queen of your own reality. You are no longer asking for love. You are embodying the frequency that commands it. Do you feel the weight beginning to lift? That is the old paradigm dissolving. That is the interference losing its hold. Comment, "I am the lighthouse," if you are ready to stop fixing and start being. Each declaration strengthens the field of protection around your heart. Beloved, we arrive now at the final layer of this activation. You have looked at the interference, you have dissected the shadows, and you have reclaimed your position as the lighthouse of your own reality. But there is one final, crucial step: the total dissolution of the need for external validation. The friends of your loved one, those two voices that carry such heavy, opinionated weight, are ultimately just echoes of a dying frequency. They represent the old world, a world where love is something that must be approved, verified, and sanctioned by society. But you are not of that world. You are a pioneer of the new earth, where love is a sovereign act, free from the shackles of collective opinion. When you fully embody this, something miraculous happens. The interference doesn't just disappear, it becomes irrelevant. When you stop fearing their judgment, you stop giving them power. And when you stop giving them power, your loved one, who is currently caught in their web, will naturally begin to see them for who they are: small, fearful, and trapped in an outdated paradigm. You are currently witnessing the awakening of your loved one's discernment. As you hold your frequency, as you remain unshakable in your self-love, you create a vacuum that demands higher truth. They will begin to notice that when they speak to these friends, they feel drained, small, and anxious. But when they are with you, or even when they simply think of you, they feel expansive, seen, and empowered. This is not a game you are playing. This is the inevitable gravity of truth. You do not need to manipulate, you do not need to explain, and you do not need to fight. You only need to be the light, be the peace, be the undeniable presence of love that makes their old attachments feel suffocating. However, you must be careful. Do not let your ego take the wheel and become smug. Do not gloat. If you treat their friends with condescension, you prove them right. Treat them with the quiet, distant kindness of someone who knows the truth. This is the ultimate victory. This is how you win the war for your relationship without ever picking up a sword. You have all the tools within you to master this frequency. If you are ready to stop being the one who waits for approval and start being the one who dictates the frequency of your own life, you must anchor this knowledge. The Heart Portal Activation, the Pleiadian Code of Divine Relationships, is your manual for this transition. It contains the specific energetic protocols to heal your need to fix others, reclaim your personal sovereignty, and anchor yourself in the vibration of self-love that naturally attracts a soul-aligned counterpart. This is the activation you have been waiting for to stop being the one who gives everything and start being the one who is cherished. This edition is available for a limited time only. Click the link in the first comment below to secure your copy and begin your recalibration. By securing this guide, you are stating to the universe that you are done with the old patterns of emotional codependency. You are choosing to be the queen of your own reality. You are no longer asking for love. You are embodying the frequency that commands it. The veil is lifting. The two friends are fading into the background of your story. Your love is being purified, protected, and elevated. Trust the process. Trust the timing. And above all, trust the light that you carry. Comment "The Vortex is mine" to claim your victory and seal this transmission. Subscribe to this channel if you are ready to walk the path of the awakened. Your journey is sacred, and you are never alone. I am Selenia, and I will be here, holding the light for your return. Go now, and walk in your power, and